Okay, so let's start discussing the anti-infective agents. We are now in the chapter 6 sa ating PharmChem. So lahat ng anti-infective agents from those that are used to kill and prevent the growth of bacteria hangtod sa mga uban klaseng microorganisms like protozoa, fungi, even helminths class mga worms. We will be discussing them uh, completely sa chapter na ni. That is why I've told you na this is almost 250 slides. Tapos mahuman ako niya sa prelim, daghan kayo niyuhang studyhan sa exam. So, mo nang prepare yourselves. Now, before ta mag-isa-isa sa ilaha, let's first talk about the history of our anti-infectives. So, the first use jud of anti-infectives started with Joseph Lister. It was in 1876 when he introduced the antiseptic principle during operation, like during surgery and post-traumatic injury. Kasi dati, like when they do operation or surgery, they don't really use antiseptic before sila maghiwa and do all the process sa surgery. And daghan og mga cases sa una na patients will die because of infection and others kay mga secondary infection. So again, it was Joseph Lister who introduced the principle of the use of antiseptics. Now, ano yung ginamit niya na antiseptic? It was actually phenol. Phenol ang iyahang gigamit na antiseptic. Other name of the phenol is carbolic acid. So, he actually used the phenol to wash the hands, even limpyuhan ang kanaganing incision site kanang kuha sa hiwaan and on bandages sa na gina-apply sa wounds. However, class, take note that phenol is a corrosive agent. So, this is a strong chemical that is corrosive. So, pwede makasunog sa skin. And then actually, when you apply phenol in your skin, kay tungod masunog siya, muputi na imuhang skin. Pero wala ko nag-ingon nga maligo mo phenol para puti. Kay mura mong mahimo og Dalmatian. Kay dili tanan muputi sa inyuhang skin. Ano lang siya, spots. So kay himo lang man siyang spots, then definitely mahimo jud kang Dalmatian.
Polka dots, ma'am.
Polka dots. So nga na jud ka pag naligo ka og phenol. So nowadays, we don't really use phenol as antiseptic. Instead, disinfectant na lang siya. Okay? Diba the difference between antiseptic and disinfectant is, si antiseptic, we apply this, wait lang. Yeah, that is correct. Antiseptics are applied sa living tissues while the disinfectants are for the non-living surfaces. Okay? And then we have Paul Ehrlich, who was actually working with antibacterial dyes and antiparasitic na mga arsenicals. So actually, Paul Ehrlich was looking for the magic bullet. Imagine na iyang ginapangita why he was doing an experiment with a lot of chemicals. Okay, gusto niya makadevelop og compound that will retain the antimicrobial activity but walay toxicity sa human host. Mo na iyang gusto kasi 'di ba sa pharmacology atong principle, lahat ng mga chemicals, drugs natin, they have their own share of adverse effects and side effects. So, gusto niya kanang selective nga para lang jud siya sa microorganism and walay effect sa human host. He was looking for that thing. He called that magic bullet. Okay? However, he discovered the compound 606. It's the 606th chemical na iyahang studihan. So other name of compound 606 is arsphenamine or salvarsan. So para asa ni ang iyahang na-discover? This is an anti-syphilitic agent. Para siya sa syphilis. So, di ba he was looking for the magic bullet, but instead, he found this one. During his experiment, he found that compound 606 can actually kill the bacteria that causes the syphilis. Now, question. What question sa what is the causative agent of syphilis, class? Wala. Let's let's test your microbiome. What is the causative agent of syphilis?
Treponema pallidum.
Okay, very good. So, tama na siya. Ano na siya, Claire? Spirochete. Pag may kag spirochete, diba, it's a kind of bacteria ang ihang shape niya kay murag like comma or vibe murag unsa tawag kanang nagatuyok-tuyok god man siya spirochete.
Spiral.
Spiral Treponema pallidum. So Treponema pallidum is a spirochete. This is the name. Ikot-ikot lang. This is the name of the bacteria that causes the syphilis. So do not forget that syphilis is a sexually transmitted disease. So you can get this when you have sexual intercourse sa person infected with this bacteria. Now, how will you know if a person has syphilis? How will you know if the person has syphilis?
Na ay kuan iyahang naisamad iyahang kuan ma'am.
Okay, tama na siya. Naisamad. We call it canker. So, ang pangalan sa samad ha sa iyahang genitals kay canker. So, this is a lesion pero not painful. Ano siya class kung magjugjug gani? Kay, di ba ingon ko sa inyo nga magdala mo og flashlight.
Flashlight.
Yeah. Kay inyo kay most of the
I-check,
time.
i-check.
Kasi most of the time it lights off. So you need flashlight. Ano na ninyo class, di mo ato gira nga wala mo'y bala. Bala ninyo na. Aside sa MedCert ha, kay basig bago pa lang mo nagkita ba tapos kanang dito na mo dayon padulong, so wala na to nakapangayog MedCert. So kung wala yung MedCert, ang bala na to ani flashlight. So you look
Ma'am, saan flashlight, ma'am?
pangunsa flashlight.
Ma'am, pasensya sa ating estudyante isa, ma'am.
You mean balloon, ma'am? You mean balloon?
Flashlight.
Sa flashlight.
Balloon?
Flashlight
Flashlight ba yung pang-ilaw?
Ah,
Pangsuga ba? Pangsuga?
Di ba ingon ko kagayin na Blessil, most of the time, the jugjug happens, lights off. Condom yung ginamin. Anak ko Blessil, most of the time, ang kanang sexual intercourse, na siya na lights off, so ngit-ngit. Muna kailangan
okay.
kailangan mo og bala, mo adto ka gira, and mo na imong bala ang flashlight kay iwagan nimo ang ang genitals, and then kapag ka may makita gani ka nga sa mad class, again pag naisamad, abort mission.
Ay, okay, ma'am.
Dilili niya na siya dayonon. And then especially if like gunita nimo ang samad class tapos wala gani na siya nasakitan, we call it canker. And that's a sign nga na ay treponema pallidum infection ng patient, or para in simpler terms na siya ay syphilis. Ha? Pag nasakitan siya class, like na siya samad tapos sakit ang samad, it's still kanang sexually transmitted disease pero lahi siya, dili siya syphilis. Kasi ang syphilis gyud naa sila mga samad-samad sa ilahang genitals pero dili painful. So the first drug discovered for this condition is the compound 606. It was discovered by Paul Ehrlich. Okay? So aside from that, there are also dyes, mga coloring materials or coloring agents nato na na-discover na pwede day sila makapatay og microorganisms. That is why they are also considered as anti-infectives. So example, we have the gentian violet and the methylene blue. They are well known as coloring materials or coloring agents or dyes, but again, they can be used as anti-infectives. And then dati, we also use heavy metals as anti-infectives because heavy metals can precipitate the protein of the bacteria. Thus, it can result after some time sa death sa bacteria class. However, remember that heavy metals are cumulative poisons. Once they will be accumulated inside the body, pwede siya mag-cause of toxicity. So, nalimit na ang paggamit sa mga heavy metals as anti-infectives. Kasi sa una, like mercury, we use mercury as anti-infective. Pero remember that mercury can cause like Minamata disease or Mad Hatter's disease.